Okay, hello everyone. So I think there is a need for me to add to our first set of examples. Okay? So, yung mga examples lang kasi na video ko ay mga madadali lang. Paano kapag meron kayong mga na-encounter na medyo mas mga mahihirap pa? Diba? Okay, so I will be giving another sets of example today, and we will try to understand what type of method is most convenient to use for each example. Okay, so for our first example, we have here say x squared plus y squared. I hope you can see the right things. Maliwanag ba? Okay, plus 2x minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. And then we have our second equation is x plus 1 squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. Okay, so it is also very important for you to identify what type of conic section are you dealing with. Okay, with this first equation, makikita natin walang variable or walang coefficient yung x squared, wala ding coefficient yung x squared natin dito, or y squared rather, and then that is plus. Ibig sabihin this is a circle. And then with our second example, wala man siyang, or na-square yung x, na-square yung y, wala man silang denominator, pero minus ito, so definitely hindi siya circle. Definitely it is a hyperbola. Ayan, so we are dealing with circle and hyperbola. Now, if you have a graphing paper, madali lang siyang i-graph, diba? So, but what you're going, or kung saan ka mahihirapan lang ay yung ano lang nito, pag convert lang into standard form. Okay, so subukan natin siyang i-convert to standard form. Ayan, so we have x squared, pagsamahin natin yung mga magkakaure, plus 2x plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. Now, kung titignan natin kasi yung situation natin, kapag ito x plus 2, sinama natin yung 4 doon, okay, wala tayong mabubuong perfect square trinomial. Pero kapag ang 4 na ito, na constant natin, sinama natin sa ating mga variables na y, then we can make a perfect square trinomial. Okay? And so, we are going to factor this. Factor natin siya, okay? So, we have x squared. Ito manatiling x squared plus 2x minus, or plus, rather plus. And so, kapag pinactor natin ito, bring down negative 4, that is negative 2. Okay, so we have y minus 2 quantity squared equals 0. Ayan, so I hope you have already mastered also how to factor. Ayan. So, kung hindi pa kayo hindi nyo pa namamaster ang factoring ninyo, you have to master it now. Sige, gagawa ako ng mga videos on factoring for you to be able to review and to master factoring. Kasi napakahalaga ng factoring sa mathematics. Okay? Napakahalaga ng skills na factoring sa or skills sa factoring sa mathematics, kasi you're going to use factoring in all branches of mathematics. Almost all. Magfa-factor kayo dyan. So, dapat ngayon pa lang ay namamaster nyo na ang factoring. Okay? Grade 7, tinuro na ang factoring. Inulit ng grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. So, dapat ngayon sana master nyo na. Pero naiintindihan ko, not all of us are having fun with mathematics, pero dapat nyo itong matutunan since you have chosen a course that is aligned with mathematics. Okay, so maggagawa ako ng mga videos on factoring. And this time, balik tayo dito sa example natin. So, ito yung first example natin. Do not forget. Okay, our first equation rather. This is our first equation. Or let me name that equation number 1 para hindi tayo malito. Okay? So, this is the result of our equation number 1. And if we can see, this is our equation number 2. We have there x plus 1 quantity squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. So, makikita natin, meron magkaparehong y minus 2 quantity squared. Ito at saka yun. So, sabi ko dun sa previous videos ko, kapag merong magkaparehong ganyan, ay pwede nyong gamitin ang elimination or substitution. Ayan. So, gawin natin yung pareho ngayon. So, titignan ninyo kung saan kayo mas gaganahang sagutin ito. Sa elimination ba o sa substitution? So, inahin natin ang elimination method. Okay? So, isusulat natin silang dalawa. Like adding whole numbers, minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. And then, ito yung second, yung inuna ko na yung second equation natin, sorry. Ito na yung first equation natin kanina. X squared plus 2x plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 0. Okay, so the main goal of elimination method is to eliminate one of the variables. Okay? So, dito makikita natin, pwede nating eliminate na yung y natin. Kasi magkapareho sila ng quantity. So, we have y minus 2, tapos magkapareho sila ng exponent. Yun ang importante. Okay? So, dapat magkapareho sila. Ayan. At magkapareho din ang coefficient. So, magkapareho yung coefficient natin dito, 1 and 1. So, tulad ng sinabi ko sa previous videos ko, kapag ito magkaiba, we are going to add. Pero kapag sila ay magkapareho, you're going to subtract. So, since we are already adding, we are going to add this. So, we have to write x plus 1 quantity squared. And then, we are going to add this. Plus x squared plus 2x. Okay? And then, this will be eliminated. Do not say cancel, because cancellation is only for multiplication and division. Okay? Let me repeat that cancellation is only for multiplication and division. Pero kapag ganito, you say eliminate. Kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin ay subtraction and addition, you say eliminate. So, we can now eliminate this. That is equal to 0 already. Equals 1 plus 0 is 1. Ayan. Sorry about my voice. And so, kapag nilipat natin itong 1 doon sa kabila, magiging negative 1 siya. Okay? Ibig sabihin nun, magiging medyo complicated yung ating equation. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, i-expand natin ito. Okay? Using also the FOIL method. Okay? Yan. So, i-multiply natin yan. Pero ngayon, sige, susubukan ko. So, kapag trinomial yan, ganito kapag binomial or square of a binomial, so this is square of a binomial, ang product niyan ay magiging ganito. So, kapag plus yan, both ay plus and plus. And then, i-square yung second or yung first term, so that is x squared. And then, dito, i-square mo yung second term. So, 1 times 1 is 1. And then, dito sa middle term, you get the product of the terms. So, 1 times x is x. You always multiply it by 2. So, that will become 2x. Okay? So, and then we are going to add that. So, x squared plus 2x. Sige, i-transpose na natin siya. Sorry. Minus 1. Baka malito kayo dyan. Minus 1 equals 0. And then, we're going to combine like terms. Sorry. So, x squared plus x squared, that is 2x squared. And then plus 2x plus 2x. Ito at saka yun, they are like terms. So 2x plus 2x ay 4x. And then 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. Okay? So no need to write 0, but equals 0 is significant. Okay? So we have here now 2x squared plus 4x equals 0. So how are we going to solve this? We are going to do the factoring again by what do you call that? Greatest common factor, okay, or GCF. So what is the greatest common factor among these two, or of these two terms? We have 2x. Okay, so 2x squared divided by 2x is x, plus 4x divided by 2x is 2, equals 0. And so we have two factors, but should be equated to 0. So we have 2x equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. So to get the first value of x, we are going to divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 0. And then for the other one, we have to transpose. So that will become x equals negative 2. So we have two values for x. Let us see. There are instances where the two values of our variables will not be both solutions to our equations. Okay? Meron yung mga pagkakataon na isa lang sa kanila ang solution. Meron naman yung pagkakataon na dalawa sa kanila ay solution, at meron din pagkakataon na wala sa kanila ay solution. So, let us see kung dalawa ba sila ay solution ng ating system. So, since we already have our values of x, we're going to try to look if this or both of them are what do you call this, solutions to our system. So anong gagawin natin? We are just going to substitute this to one of our equations. Okay, tingnan, balikan natin yung ating mga equations. Ito yung equation number 1 natin. Ito yung equation number 1 natin, or number 2. Ito yung equation number 1 natin. So kung titignan natin, okay, alin dyan ang mas madali nating gamitin para makuha natin yung value ng y. Okay, kapag ganun ang question, titignan ninyo yung may pinakamaliit na appearance ng value or variable na x. Yung pinakamaliit na appearance or pinakamaliit na bilang ng variable na x. So, saan yan? Okay, so isulat natin yung dalawa nating equations dito. So we have our first equation, x plus 1 quantity squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. And then we have x squared plus 2x plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. So asaan dyan? Dito sa una, isa lang yung x. Dito sa pangalawa, dalawa yung x. Okay, so pipiliin niyo yung mas makokonti yung x nya. Kung yun ay x. Kung y naman, mas maliit yung y. So, ito ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So, we have to substitute isa-isa lang. Okay? So, we have 0 plus 1 squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. So, 0 plus 1 squared is 1 minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. And then, transpose mo yun. Kapag tinranspose mo yun, magiging negative siya. So, 1 minus 1, that will become 0. So, ang natira dun sa kabila ay negative y minus 2 squared. Huwag kayo malilito ha. Tinranspose natin yun doon sa kabilang bangir. So, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Ang natira ay negative y times or negative times y minus 2 quantity squared. The next thing that we are going to do is to ayan. Sorry. Ano bang iniisip mo, ma'am? Hindi pala pwede. Hindi kayo pwedeng mag-distribute kapag merong square doon, okay? Hindi pwedeng mag-distribute kapag merong square doon. So, what we are going to do is to divide na lang both sides by negative 1. So, that will become y minus 2 quantity squared equals 0 divided by negative 1 is still 0. And then we are going to extract both sides of our equation. So we have y minus 2, because that will be cancelled, equals 0. So y is equal to positive 2. Okay, so we have now our first value for y and our first what do you call this, coordinates. Okay, first point or first solution, we have our x is 0 and our y is negative 2. Okay, and then we still have there positive 2. So mag-ano ulit tayo, x is equal to negative 2. Positive 2 ba yung sinabi ko kanina? Negative 2. Minsan talagang itong aking dila at bibig ay binibitray ako kung ano-anong sinasabi. Okay, so we have x plus 1 quantity squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. Kahit alin naman dyan ang gagamitin mo, lalabas at lalabas pa rin yung y equals 2 at saka yung dito mamaya. Okay? So, papakita ko sa inyo mamaya. Sige nga, try nga natin. Sige ba? Okay? So, we have negative 2 plus 1 quantity squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. Okay? And so, we have negative 1 squared, isn't it? Minus y minus 2 equals 1. Okay, so again, this will become 1 minus y minus 2 quantity squared, equals 1. So, parang bumalik tayo dito. Pansin niya? Okay, ibig sabihin, this is also y equals 2. Ayan. So, we have, hindi ko na kinontinue ha, kasi pareho sila. But not all the time ay ganyan ha. Huwag niyong pipiliting maging ganyan kung hindi magiging ganyan. Baka next time pipilitin ninyong maging kaparehan niya. So, hindi lang ako nagpatuloy kasi pareho na sila. Parehas lang din ang lalabas. Y is equal to 2. So, we have our next ordered pair or next solution. We have negative 2 and 2. Ayan. Therefore, the solution to our system is or are 0 and negative 2 and negative 2 and 2. Ayan. So, tingnan natin kung parehas lang din ang lalabas kung yung isang equation natin ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So, we have x is equal to 0 and then we are going to use our first. Yung x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. Ayan. So, we have, this will become 0. So, cancel na natin. This will also become 0. So, i-cancel na natin. So, y squared now minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. Sounds familiar. Parang narinig ko yan kanina. Para ba? Parang narinig nyo na ba ito kanina? Oo. Nandun siya, oh. Andun siya, oh. Kikita nyo? Ibig sabihin, ito kanina finactor natin. Ito yung factor niya. Ibig sabihin, ang factor din nito ay, hindi na tayo nagpakahirap, y minus 2 quantity squared equals 0. So, extract the root. So, y minus 2 equals 0 because that will be cancelled already. So, y is equal to positive 2. So, we have the ordered pair 0 and 2. Hala! Bakit? Negative 2 yun, positive 2 para yun. Sorry. Positive 2 yun, guys. Positive 2. Sorry. Okay. Ayan, positive 2. And then, yung isa din, x is equal to negative 2. So, we have, eto na, negative 2 squared plus y squared plus 2 times negative 2 minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. And then, we have 4 plus y squared minus 4, tama? Positive 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. Then, combine like terms. Ito at saka yan, they are the same. So, we can eliminate that. And so, ang natira ay y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 0, which is also equal to that. Pareho sila. Ibig sabihin, ang factor din nito ay y minus 2 quantity squared equals to 0, which will give you y equals positive 2 then. Okay? And so, we have negative 2 and positive 2. Ala, pareho din sila. Okay? So, either of our equations can be used when you are already solving for the same or for a variable. Okay? So, yan. Try naman natin yung substitution ngayon. Okay, elimination yun kanina. Try natin ang substitution. So, we have, again, x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. And then we have x plus 1 squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. Ayan. So, again, since ito naka-standard form, dapat naka-standard form silang dalawa. Kung ito naka-general form, i-general form din natin ito. But since mas madaling i-general form or i-standard form ito, so, kasi tapos na natin kanina. Sige, gamitin naman natin yung general form. Kasi ang substitution ay mas maganda kapag naka-standard form siya. Okay? So, sige. So, i-standard form natin ito. So, ang standard form nito ay x squared plus 2x plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. So, ito ay perfect square trinomial. So, yan ang i-standard form natin. So, x squared plus 2x plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 0. Ayan. So, this is already our first equation. And then, we have here our second equation. Okay? So, since magkapareho ito, pwede nating equate siya sa ganito. Okay? So, ulitin ko yon. Isusulat natin yung kwan natin ulit. First equation para hindi kayo malito. First equation natin ay x squared plus 2x plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 0. And then, our second equation, sulat natin, ay x plus 1 squared minus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 1. Ngayon, tulad ng sinasabi ko kanina, kapag halimbawa, kahit hindi sila magkapareho, pwede ka kasing mag-substitution. Okay? Kahit hindi pareho yan. Pero mas magandang magkapareho sila. Okay? So, since magkapareho sila, pwede natin i-equate ang isa sa kanila sa y minus 2 quantity squared using substitution. Okay? So, mas maganda, yan ang mas magandang i-equate. Okay? Kung kasi ito ang i-equate natin, kapag sinubstitute natin ito doon, magiging x to the fourth na siya. O kaya i-expand ulit natin ito. Okay, x to the fourth na siya. So, subukan natin ito yung ating i-equate to 0. Or i-equate sa equation. Hindi equate sa 0. Nalilito na rin ako. Sorry guys. Okay, so yung ating first equation ay i-equate natin sa y minus 2 quantity squared. So, iwan natin siya dito. Ibig sabihin, i-transpose lahat natin yon. So, magiging negative x squared minus 2x. Okay? And, isa-substitute natin instead of y, i-substitute natin ito doon sa equation natin dito, sa second equation. Okay? So, substitute natin. So, ito na yung ating equation number 1 kanina. Okay, malilito ha. In-equate lang natin siya sa y minus 2 quantity squared. Para sa ganon, itong y minus 2 quantity squared na yan, mapapalitan natin ng ganyan. Okay, sana nagigets nyo yun. So, isusulat natin ulit yan. Second equation natin. So, x plus 1 quantity squared minus, instead na y minus 2 quantity squared, dahil ito ay equal to dyan, ay magiging negative x squared minus 2x siya. Equals 1. Ayan. Okay? And since that is minus, kapag ang operation before, makinig kayo, kapag ang operation before ng parentheses ay minus, you have to multiply that negative sign to all of the terms inside the parentheses. So, So, i-simplify na natin yan. So, x plus 1 quantity squared plus x squared plus 2x. Sige, equate na natin sa 0. Minus 1 equals 0. Ayan. So, eto hindi natin siya pwedeng i-factor kasi walang factor ito. Hindi siya factorable. Ibig sabihin, ang pwede natin, sa math kasi, habang gumagawa ka, habang nag-solve ka, titignan mo kung ano yung pwede mo nang galawin, kung ano yung uunahin mong galawin, kung ano yung uunahin mong i-simplify, kung ano yung pwede mong i-simplify, okay? So, ito, hindi natin siya pwedeng galawin. Pero ito, pwede nating i-expand. Okay? So, i-multiply natin yan. By the way, ang x, baka meron din sa inyo, ang x plus 1 quantity squared is not equal to x squared plus 1 squared. Hindi, okay? X plus 1 quantity squared means x plus 1 times x plus 1. Okay? So, I hope that is clear. Ang x plus 1 quantity squared is not equal to x squared plus 1 squared. No! Ito ay equal to x plus 1 times x plus 1. Okay? So, tulad kanina, kapag yan ay plus, kapag yan ay binomial, at kapag yan ay ini-square, tatlo yan. So, blank plus blank plus blank. Bakit may 1? Advance mag-isip. Okay, and then plus x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. Diniretso ko lang ha, huwag na naman kayong malito. So, i-square mo yung first term, so that is x squared. I-square mo yung second term, dun siya sa third na term na. So, 1 squared is 1. And then, i-multiply mo silang dalawa. 1 times x is x. I-multiply mo siya sa 2 palagi, so that is 2x. Ayan. And then, let us combine like terms again. So, ito, at saka yun, we can already eliminate. And then, we have x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Plus 2x is 4x equals 0. And then, i-factor ulit natin siya. So, magiging 2x. Ang kanilang greatest common factor ay 2x. So, 2x squared divided by 2x is x. Plus 4x divided by 2x ay 2 equals 0. Okay, so I hope also you are, you have already mastered also this type of factoring. Sige, gagawan ko kayo ng video ng ganyan. Kung hindi pa ninyo na ma-master yan. Kasi napakahalaga talaga ng skill na yan. Okay? And so, we already have the factors which can be equated to 0. So, divide both sides by 2. So, cancel x is equal to 0. And then, the other one is x plus 2 equals 0. So, x is equal to negative 2. Ayan. So, nakita natin, mayroon tayong dalawang values which are also equal to yung sa elimination natin kanina, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to negative 2. Okay, and then yung substitution ng values ng x and tsaka or x sub 1 at tsaka x sub 2 natin doon sa ating mga equations kanina, pareho na lang din doon sa elimination natin. Okay, so balikan nyo na lang yung sa elimination natin kanina, itong bandang ito dito sa parte ng video natin. Okay? So, that is how to use the elimination and the substitution method. I will make another video on another example. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you have any question on this example, you just comment down below.